Hello and welcome back to Sjcartier Ltd Convos. So previously I talked about some positives and negatives of some of the things I've used to collect and resell via. So today I actually thought I'd go a bit different and I'd talk about 5 positive things, well not even positive things, just 5 things I do and started doing from the start of my business and continue to try to do. Hopefully some of these things may interest you and some of these things may actually not. But for me, these are parts of my business that I have thought about, why I've done them, and I thought I'd explain what they are and why I actually do them. So first of all, as anybody that knows starting a business, you need a business name and you need a sort of tagline to go with who you are and what you represent. So my business name is Sjcartier Ltd and my tagline is here, there and everywhere. So if we start with my business name, my actual name is Samuel Jr. Carty. So Sjcartier is a little twist on Samuel Jr. Carty. The limited is because, as in my tagline, I say here, there and everywhere. I plan to sell products that I kind of like myself, but that because my likes and interests are very varied, I would say the products I plan to resell and collect are very varied. They are here, there and everywhere. So when you look on my website, you may see products that are here, there and everywhere. So that is why my business name and my tagline is what they are. Hopefully when you make a business, you also think about these reasons as to why you call your business what it is, because it is something you plan to build as a brand. So always think about your business name, always think about your tagline and think why it relates to your business, yourself, and also can be memorable. So I like to think anyone that has heard Sjcartier may not forget that business name. Number 2, the variety of items I sell. I sell a variety of items because I actually like a variety of items and I like to collect a variety of items. So every item that I sell actually via my website or that I aim to buy to resell are items that actually interest me. So although I see myself as a reseller, a lot of resellers, at 80% of resellers I say, plan to resell immediately. Whereas in my mind, I plan to collect and resell and hopefully find collectors of the same things I have actually collected who may want to buy these items. So because I like antiques and vintage, you will see in the antiques and vintage, it is a collection of items that actually interest me. And I also believe if the items interest you as a reseller, then you also take more care and pride in these items when you are either storing them or you are sending them to customers. So I like to say a variety of items I sell. The reason I do it is because I have a variety of items I like, and I'd like to sell items that also, yes, make a profit, as that is the main aim of your business, but also items that interact with me and kind of I like or have interest in and actually like to maintain and keep within us as consumers' hands for as long as possible. Number 3, I started selling on eBay. So last year was the first year, 2024, where I sold only via my website. And previously to that, I also sold via my website and eBay. I actually sold on eBay because I wanted to also understand, as a consumer myself and understanding, I don't always trust every website that I may see or trust every person that may have a business. Obviously the easiest resource for people that don't know how to trust or have a way of finding out about a business is to find this business on another secondary marketplace. So whether that be eBay, whether that be Vinted, whether that be Amazon, whether that be whatnot, there's a variety of platforms that sellers can sell on via their business and also build trust and respectability via their business. So when I had my eBay, I plan to treat every customer the same. I plan to offer all the services that I will be talking about in a minute, um, and stick with that. So I was actually an eBay top rated seller. I had an eBay shop. I was a top rated seller for over a year. I was selling on there for 3 years, and my eBay shop was there for probably about a year as well. I kept 100% feedback up until my actual last sale, funnily enough, when I had made it aware that yes, I will be closing my eBay shop. So I believe a lot of, like we call them scammers, but they are also businesses that do these things, that try to abuse these other platforms because, as they know, they may be able to get their money, or because it's not your platform and you're trying to build trust on there, if they can try and make it seem like you're untrustworthy on a platform like that, then it doesn't do good for you in your business on the outside. So obviously I decided to sell on eBay for those years to prove who I was, my service, and keep to the standard as an eBay top rated seller. Number four, something I incorporated not long into starting my business was I sent everything tracked and signed for. So I do this because I realize a lot of customers and a lot of other businesses or other people may buy items, and as they don't send them via tracked or signed, this item can be classed as not delivered even though the customer has actually received the item. So to try and over over kind of, what's the word, to try and get away from this, I guarantee that every item I ship is tracked and you have to sign for the item. The reason I do this is because obviously once it's tracked, I'm also able to follow a tracking. The customer is also able to follow a tracking. And when it's signed for, that means that someone actually received the item and had to sign for the item. And via, if the customer does say that they didn't receive the item, you should be able to prove whether it was their door, whether it was their hand signature, and go via there. So it's better security for you. And also, as a buyer, I also like to track my items and see when they are coming, because I may not even be in, or I may need to be in. So if it's being tracked, at least you know you can follow a track with it and get an estimate on the time, than be waiting for 3, 4, 7 days expecting an item that hasn't even been dispatched or isn't even left the bit out for delivery yet. So I decided to do everything tracked and signed. And also I will add in, yes, it may be more expensive to offer tracked and signed. Yes, you may have to think about those percentages when you are pricing your products. But for customer satisfaction, I believe 90% of customers would prefer their items tracked, and that is just what I would advise most businesses should do, just because it's just easy for you as a customer and you as a business. The fifth thing that I do and why I do it is offer same day shipping. So the reason I offer same day shipping, because as a customer, firstly, I have bought from people online and I have waited days and sometimes weeks for these businesses, sometimes small businesses that may not have the time and may be working. But it hurts me more, I'd say, when it's actually a business that is supposed to be full-time business, working for their business, and they're still not actually organized, I'd say, to be able to get your items out within the first 48 hours, I'd say. So if we advertise an item, I presume most of us have the item. If we are advertising for another business and we are trying to sell the item and they distribute the item for us, there must be a time frame in where that big company offers you to say, yeah, we will ship this item in that time. So you're still able to at least give a time frame. For me, I give within 24 hours your items will be dispatched. That way, with the items being tracked, with the items being sent via signed for, you are able to see, once your money has left your account, that your item that you are waiting for is on its way. So I like to offer same day shipping just because as a customer, I prefer that myself. And I know as a customer and a business, I think it just seems more customer service, right? To if you have the items, you have the possibilities to ship these items. If you are showing that you are able to ship 24/7, then you should do this. I may say I'm quite lucky because my local post office doesn't close till late. But then I know when I was living in Birmingham and I was selling items, everything was still within 24 hours shipped, and my local post office closed at 5 o'clock. So there's no excuse sometimes. And if you're not able to actually offer a service where you can guarantee you will ship at a reasonable time, I'd say don't kind of start a business where you are online reselling. I'd say just sell via a personal shop, or find a way that you are personally able to put your time away to actually be able to ship the items. So yeah, this is just a little bit of advice for other businesses or other resellers that may not understand why I do what I do. Just give you a little inkling as why I do what I do, and it's both from a prospect of a business and a customer. I will say these are the 5 things I like to do and why I do them. I will apologise. As you see, I'm trying to get my videos out in just one speech. I do have my little notes here, but as this is my first YouTube channel and the first time actually speaking and trying to relay this to you, I'm trying to get the information across so you can actually understand why. So I'm sorry if I do ramble sometimes, and I'm sorry if I do stutter, but I'm not trying to cut and paste. I'm just trying to do one video. So I do hope you enjoy my videos from now, and hopefully I get a bit more clear, hopefully, in fluidity with my videos. But yes, I do hope you enjoyed the 5 things I do and why. So the 5 things, just to recap: my business name and my tagline. My business name is Sjcartier Ltd, my name basically. Um, Here, there, and everywhere are the products I sell and just the collectibles I like, which then goes into the variety of items I sell because I like a variety of items myself to collect. I told you why I sold on eBay, and I will in later videos explain why I now don't sell on eBay. Why I send tracked and signed shipping for all customers, and why I offer same day shipping. I hope you enjoyed this. I hope some of these things may improve your customer satisfaction, and hope you have a good day. Thank you. Sjcartier Ltd Convos.